OpenAI just publicly beat Anthropic at its own game. Their brand new model, GPT 5.6 Sol, has taken the number one spot over Claude Fable 5 on an independent design benchmark. And OpenAI's president is calling it a quote, big milestone. But when you actually look at the numbers, the gap is a lot smaller than the victory lap suggests. Let me show you what's real, what's marketing, and what this means for you. Let's get into it. Here's the news. OpenAI just introduced a whole new family of models, GPT 5.6. Three of them: Sol, the flagship; Terra, the balanced model for everyday workloads; and Luna, the low-cost one built for speed. And right at launch, the flagship, Sol, went to number one on the Design Arena leaderboard. Design Arena is an independent benchmark that ranks AI models on front-end development and web design tasks. Basically, which AI builds the best websites and interfaces. It scores models using an ELO rating system. Same idea as chess rankings. Sol scored 1353, and Claude Fable 5, Anthropic's flagship, came in at 1345. Now hold on. Look at those numbers again. 1353 versus 1345. That's an 8-point gap. And there's a third model squeezed in between them. GLM 5.2 at 1351, just 2 points behind Sol. Anthropic's older Opus 4.6 models are also sitting in that top group. So yes, OpenAI is technically number one, but this is a photo finish, not a knockout. So why is OpenAI making noise about 8 ELO points? Because of who they beat. Fable 5 is the model everyone's been talking about. Knocking it off a public independent leaderboard is a bragging right OpenAI badly wanted. And they're stacking claims on top of it. OpenAI says GPT 5.6 also surpassed Fable 5 across several of their own coding and reasoning benchmarks. Key phrase there, their own benchmarks. Design Arena is independent. The internal ones are homework they graded themselves. Always take those with a grain of salt from any company. Now, what's actually new in GPT 5.6? Sol is built for advanced reasoning, coding, and agentic workflows, meaning AI that goes off and completes multi-step tasks on its own instead of just chatting with you. It ships with two new modes: maximum reasoning mode for tackling more complex problems, and ultra mode. This one's interesting, which uses sub-agents, smaller helper AIs working under the main one, getting multi-step tasks done more efficiently. Beyond coding, OpenAI says it beats the previous model, GPT 5.5, on biology research benchmarks, while using fewer tokens to do it. And it stays competitive on cybersecurity tests without crossing what OpenAI calls its internal cybercritical safety threshold. Safety is a big theme in this release overall. Stronger safeguards against cyber abuse, against misuse of sensitive biological information, and against repeated jailbreak attempts. OpenAI says it spent more than 700,000 GPU hours on automated red teaming, basically simulated attacks, plus human expert testing before launch. So who actually gets this? Right now, almost nobody. GPT 5.6 is only available through the API and Codex for a small group of trusted partners. The wider rollout across ChatGPT is planned for the coming weeks. For developers, here's the pricing. Sol is $5 per million input tokens, 30 on output. Terra is half that, $250 and $15. And Luna is the budget tier at $1.06. And here's the number that matters. OpenAI says Terra delivers performance comparable to GPT 5.5 at roughly half the cost. Here's my honest read. The real story isn't the 8 ELO points, it's the price war. Last generation flagship performance at half the cost. That's what changes things for people actually building with these tools. And remember, these leaderboards flip constantly. 8 points is nothing. Give it a few weeks and this top spot will be contested again. So don't switch your whole stack over a benchmark headline. Wait for the public rollout, test it on your work, and let the results decide. So, OpenAI takes the design crown by a hair, ships a 3-model family, and fires the next shot in the AI price war. The gap at the top has never been thinner. If you want to stay ahead of every move in this race, subscribe. I break down the biggest AI news every single day. See you in the next one.